I'm going to show you my absolutely favorite shoulder and arm stretch. It is the type of stretch that just gets the tension all the way from your neck, your shoulders, down into your arms, your forearms. You're going to love it. If you are somebody who looks down a lot during the day, and aren't we all looking down at our phones, at a computer, even just sitting at the dinner table, everything we do involves this forward bending. And if you notice, our shoulders tend to get this forward roundedness on them. And what happens is these muscles in here, the pectoral muscles, they tighten up and they keep the shoulder in that forward position. And when that happens, there's not a whole lot of room in the shoulder itself. It's called the shoulder house. There's not a lot of room in the shoulder house for the tendons, the ligaments, the labrum, which is the cartilage, to move. And so you can end up getting things like what are called impingement syndrome, which means when you raise your arms too high, and again, if it's in an improper position, it's going to pinch down on the tendons and ligaments. People can also get chronic tendinitis. You can, if you've had a previous injury, such as a labrum tear, which is the cartilage in there, or oftentimes people will even just have slight tears in the rotator cuff muscles that they come around, they house all around the shoulder joint, and they help with a lot of the shoulder movement. So these are much smaller muscles around the shoulder. So it's really important to make sure you're taking care of the smaller muscles because they get neglected and then they can cause you injury. And if you've ever had a shoulder injury, they can last forever and they're not comfortable at all. I am speaking from experience. So the way to stretch that out, and of course you can look too, sometimes people, if you lay on your stomach and your shoulder will hit first. So we always want those shoulders back. So I want to get you trained to take your shoulders from here to here. And so this stretch, you're just simply going to bring your hands, clasp them back behind your back, just like this. But I'm going to turn around because I want to show you something. So when you bring your hands together, I want you to avoid this where you're really cranking in on your wrists. So you can grab a thumb. You can, if you can get your palms together, you can do that, but stay protected on those wrists because we also get wrist issues too, and because of all the repetitive tasks we're doing. Now, if you can't get your hands behind your back, and a lot of people are so tight in the shoulders, they can't even barely reach back there. So grab yourself a towel, a strap, a belt, and you can always do this. And whether you're out here or here, but you see how my wrists now are still in a neutral position. So then what you'll do is you're gonna open up the shoulders, so your hands are behind you, and you wanna peel those shoulders back. So you see my shoulders went from here to here. Just peel them back. And then you'll feel this all through the front of the shoulder, down and through the bicep, in through the forearms, like I said. And so squeezing, opening, and then you can just gently lift your head a little bit. You'll get a little bit of a stretch right here in the front of the neck. And then if you do have the flexibility, you can then go ahead and gently raise your shoulders, just like that. And if you hold that for about 3 to 5 breaths, I'm already feeling some relief in my shoulders. It is the best stretch. It is going to get everything. It's going to just open everything up, and it almost is energizing when you do that stretch. And again, just opening that up, holding it for 3 to 5 breaths. Do that at least once an hour. Super easy to do. Will only just take a few seconds of your time. And when you can do that repetitively over the course of the day, by the time you get to the end of the day, you can actually build up a significant amount of reversal of the tension that you've created for yourself over the course of the day. So everything that I teach from a stretching perspective is designed to help you reverse the chronic stress situations that you're already in. So most of the things we're doing is constantly bending forward, and so we want to do things that open us up and get us to have better posture. So if your shoulders round forward, let's roll them back. And oftentimes when I show people this stretch, it's very difficult for them to get their shoulder back there. So if you're one of those people, you really need to do this stretch. You probably need a belt or a towel to make sure you can get your hands back there. And don't worry about raising your arms until you get the flexibility. For now, just concern yourself with peeling the shoulders back and opening them up. There's so much compression that can take place right here in this part of the chest and the shoulder. There's a big bundle of nerves that comes down. There's blood vessels. And so even if you have numbness or tingling in your hands, you want to open this up and give the nerves a place to go. Open them up so that they are not so compressed. And then also if you're somebody who carries like a heavy backpack or bags, that heavy purses, that will compress on here as well. All right, that is my favorite stretch. I hope you enjoyed that. Please start doing that every day for at least 3 to 5 breaths. You will thank me for sure. You're gonna feel incredible. As always, please subscribe to this channel. I appreciate you being here, and we will see you on the next one.